Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Buccaneers had 3 and 8 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Irving. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
56, 56. Half 85, half 85.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spend more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Allen. This will be caught by Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw, it's Allen. This will be caught once again by Brown. And some space here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Hess. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Coleman has it here right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Allen. And he's got it. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
319!
Brown. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Henderson will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen now looks to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover.
Keon Coleman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, they want to do.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Allen. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. 319.
In motion goes the tight end. Allen going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. With the offense, they can't be despondent.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got him in, it's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
On 1st down, it's Dean. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Alert, alert, alert.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's Hurts to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Allen going to run with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
At the 23-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Great, set. On anyone, no touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Second down and 6 now.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Delta.
Throwing his Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try now from Dicker. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On play action, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Another one caught by Collins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Allen again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man right side is Rice. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. This is caught. It's Brown. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards. This is a pretty significant moment, a pretty cool moment. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards, and we might as well go ahead and measure for the gold jacket.
Make sure you measure it right, too. Make sure it fits perfectly when he walks out there for that ceremony. 50,000 yards in the NFL. Wow. Longevity, talent, a little bit of luck along the way, and a whole lot of people helping him get it done.
On play action, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Dean. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
319, alert, alert, alert.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Round 80. What's that?
They'll run on first down. It's Dean. Still going inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.